What's up, everybody? Mr. OG Games here, and today we're going to talk about the Beast. Basically, I'm going to give you a guide and give you the information needed to know all about the Beast, how to level up your Beast, what it costs to send your Beast on attacks, talk about Beast Vigor, and talk about leveling up your Beast, of course, in every way you possibly can. Talking about the active skills and the passive skills. So let's get right into this. And I'm showcasing my dragon on my level 30 castle for purposes on my new castle, our journey in the road to castle 30. The dragon is, well, he's just a little baby, and he doesn't have what it takes to show you right now. Not that this dragon is much better, but it's leveled up, and I got a lot of fragments collected and some other things so that way I can show you guys. So let's take a look at the dragon here. When talking about Beast, you get the opportunity to choose between 3 different beasts when you unlock your Beast in your castle. Basically, what you do is you click on the little Beast building, I guess you could say, and you get to hatch a little teeny tiny little baby egg for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, you get the Beast that you chose. So let's take a quick look at the Beast here. We'll go ahead and start with the dragon here, since that's what I've got here. The dragon is more or less your aggressor beast. Both of the skills for the dragon are direct damage dealers. Meaning that both of its active skills are strictly dealing damage. It has, as you can see, the active skills here. It has an ice spike, and it also has a rain of fire. So your ice spike summons a massive spike of ice. It attacks the player or monster, dealing a multiplier of normal attack damage. And the rain of fire summons a rain of fire to attack all targets. It also multiplies the normal attack damage. So your active skills, you basically start out with both, and you simply have to level these up. I'm sorry, you start with 1. And then as you level your dragon up, and you also evolve your dragon to level 2, that's when you get your second active skill. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next beast. We have the Pegasus. Now, the Pegasus is more of like a supporter. Its special ability that will boost the attack power of the back row troops for a certain duration of time. So with this beast, your back row troops, your mags, and your archers will get a boost of power when you have the Pegasus as your beast. It does have the 2 active skills. 1 would be the Thunder Charge, and 2, the War Blessing. The Thunder Charge summons a thunderclap to attack, dealing a multiplier of the normal attack. And then the other we just talked about, the War Blessing, it buffs the attack power of your back row troops for a certain duration of time. As you level that up, that duration goes up as well. And to look at the final would be the old Panda. He is more of the defender. So in fact, he's the only beast with the defensive skill. Basically, he's got a shield that will protect the front row troops for a certain duration of time. So he's more of your, when you have the Panda in your, as your beast, and in your march, he's going to protect the front row troops for a certain duration. He's got the Holy Fists here, and he also has the shield. Now, the Holy Fist Basically, thrust his fist, dealing a multiplier of your normal attack. And then, of course, the shield increases the defense of the front row troops for a certain duration of time. So as you level those up, so will those stats go. Now, as far as when you choose your beast, okay, you're not stuck with that beast. If you find that down the road you want to switch, say for instance I'm a dragon, I want to switch to the panda, or I want to switch to the Pegasus, you can do so for 2,000 gems. Now, once you do this, you do have a cooldown time before you can actually use that beast. But all the skills that you've acquired for the beast, all the levels that you have leveled up your beast, when you switch from one to the other, you do not lose that. You don't lose it at all. In fact, it'll go, even the evolution level will go to the next beast that you choose. So the really excuse me, the only biggest downfall would be that you've got to spend 2,000 gems to get this done. As you can see, you can also name the beast. I believe that's 200 gems. You can give them a mighty fine name. My beast is OG. So anyway, now that we've taken a look at all of the the 3 beasts that you can choose, we've looked at each beast's active skills. We're going to go ahead and look into how to level your beast. So once you've chosen your beast, of course you're starting from scratch. His evolution level is a 1. That's where he starts. And basically you got to start leveling your guy up. And how to do so would be to send your beast on attacks for the XP. And for XP, when you attack any monsters or rebels on the map, on the world map, you win the attack, you get 50 XP. Now, when you attack other players' castles, you get 300 XP. And it doesn't matter if you win or lose the attack, you still get 300 XP. Now you're thinking, well, fastest way to level up is hitting other players. XP wise, yeah, you're going to get more, but it does come with a cost. Now, that's what I want to get into next. The cost to use the beast, and what I mean by cost is you don't pay gems or anything like that. Your beast has vigor, and the beast vigor is pretty much another word for stamina. So your beast has a certain amount of vigor or stamina that it can use, the same as your troop march when you're going and attacking monsters and so forth. You've got a certain amount of stamina, or in your beast's case, vigor, that you can use. It starts at 100, just like your regular stamina would for your march. Now, as we talked about, when you're attacking monsters, it only takes 5 vigor points to attack monsters, where when you attack another castle, it costs 30 vigor points. That's a big difference. So out of 100 that you start with, you can attack 3 castles, and that leaves you with 10 vigor. Where when it comes to monsters, well, you do the math, you can attack 20. Okay, so even attacking 20 monsters for 5 XP, that only gives you 1,000 XP. Where at 300 XP times 3 castles, that's 900. So they're very close in the XP that you're going to get. Now, of course, when you're fighting in an elite war, an elite adventure, it does not cost any vigor points to have your beast in those marches. So that's always a plus. Say you've been wrecking house all day, and your Elite War comes up and you're like, shit, I don't have any vigor. Well, that doesn't matter. Okay, Elite Wars, Elite Adventures cost no vigor, so just keep that in the back of your mind. As far as vigor refresh rates are concerned, every 600 seconds, that's 10 minutes, you get 1 vigor point back. Okay, so roughly speaking, 1 monster attack, which is 5 vigor points, it's going to take you 50 minutes just to recoup that 1. Where if you hit a castle once to get the 30 vigor points back, it's going to take you about 5 hours to get those 30 points back. So that's where a couple other things come into effect. You've got vigor potions, and we're going to go ahead and step out of this real quick. We're going to go into my pack here, other, and we're going to go ahead and scroll down. Let's see here. I know I got some somewhere. There we go. You got potions that you can get, and the most common one is the Beast Vigor Potion. As you can see, I've got 10 of those, and each one has 30 vigor points in it. Okay, so you think of this: if you're going to go hitting a lot of castles and you're going to keep your beast going full non-stop, you're going to want to have these vigor potions ready so you can pretty much keep yourself at full charge. Now, when it comes to getting these potions, the best thing to do is get them from the merchant ship. You can pick them up from the merchant ship. You can pick them up after winning events, winning a little alliance tasks. There's lots of ways that you can actually get these potions, and then you can always get the potions with the gems. Of course, let's spend some money. You know, Camel wants you to spend them gems, so you can always buy them as well. I personally get them from the merchant ship. The cost, I want to say, is 40 gems for one. In most cases, I'll pick up 1 or 2 here and there, but I'll get a lot of mine from events and things like that, where I can get them and pick them up for free. Other things that you can get to level up your beast would be XP pills. You don't need a prescription for these at the pharmacy. You are free to get them anywhere. Your merchant ship is going to carry those, just like those vigors, the vigor potions. So XP pills will level up your beast real quick as well. Say if you've tapped out your vigor, you can start eating pills, and next thing you know, your beast is leveling up without you even sending them out to attack. The third thing that you can get really from the merchant ship, also from winning events, alliance daily quests and events, is your beast skill chest, which you can see I've got one here that I haven't opened. Basically, when you open this guy, you get a fragment, and once you acquire 20 fragments of the same beast skill, you can then forge those together to make one. Okay, so you're going to get these from the merchant ship, from events, anything that you're playing for a reward. There's a lot out there, but the way that you can get them and acquire them the most would be the merchant ship. Now, once you do acquire them, they are stored here in your pack. We'll scroll down, and there we go. So you can see I've got wounded limit 19, some 15, 16, 12, 13. Once you get 20 of these, you can fuse that together to make one beast skill. Now, say if you get 5 beast skills of the attack expert, they do stack. Okay, so you can stack these beast skills together for your passive skills, and I'm going to go over them here in just a second. It's talking about as far as capping your beast. Now, take OG here. He is a level 16. The highest that your level can be for your beast is that of your castle level. So right now, I am a level 30, so if I kept getting XP and XP and XP and so forth, growing him, I can grow OG here to level 30. Can't go above that. Now, as far as your 2 active skills, once you evolve your beast to level 2, it does open up your second active skill. You can see on the bottom left, the Rain of Fire. And then once you evolve him to level 3, it opens up 1 passive skill. And that's what we're going to get into right now. Now, there are 10 passive skills that you can acquire by the fragments that we just spoke about to put in these slots. And level 3, you get 1 slot. When you evolve him to 4, like say for instance, look at my evolve here. This is the cost it's going to take to evolve him to a level 4. I could do it. I've got some other things going on right now. I really want to hit that evolve button, but I've got a couple things that I'm kind of saving up for. When you evolve him, it also changes his look. As you can see there, the look is much different than what he is now. But when I evolve him to 4, I'll get another passive slot, and so on. Till level 6, which you get 4 passive slots. Now, during this video, you've probably been seeing pictures on the sides of the screen here. These are some fellow players from around the War and Order community that have given me a few of their beast pictures, so that way I can just show you how it looks, how it's set up, and so forth. There are some very strong beasts out there. I should have probably focused more on mine, but it's never too late, right? Anyway, let's get back to the passive skills. Like I was saying, there is 10. In order to get these passive skills, you have to collect 20 fragments of the same skill to fuse to get 1 skill. So we'll just go ahead and start from the top here. Force expansion, that's what I've got right here at a level 16. That increases the max march size by a certain percentage. So right now 9% is where I'm at. So whatever my march speed is base, it increases it by 9%. Okay, you think that's not a lot, you know, but I'm approaching almost, I think I've got an extra 16,000 troops in my march just by this force expansion. So definitely, I'm sorry, 8.5. So it's definitely worth it. The next is an attack expert. It increases the attack of all troops in your army by a certain percentage. Basically, all these passive skills work on percentages. As you bump them up, 2, 3, 4, like I said, they do stack. That percentage increases. Okay. The next would be the Vigor Star. This increases your beast's vigor recovery speed. So instead of waiting 600 seconds for 1 vigor, the higher level you are the Vigor Star, it speeds that recovery up a lot quicker. Then you have your level up booster. It increases your Lord XP gained from killing monsters on the map. So that's gonna tie right in to your Lord XP. And basically when you get a certain amount of XP, that passive skill will actually bump that up. Next we have the Life Source, which increases the HP of all troops in your army by a certain percentage. You have the Quick Heal, which increases your healing speed also by a certain percentage. You have the Wounded Limit. That increases your max wounded in your hospital by a certain percentage. You have the Recruitment Speed, increases your troop recruitment by a certain percentage. Wounded Conversion, that increases your wounded to kill ratio in battle by a certain percentage. So that's a pretty big one as well. Instead of taking X number of losses, they'll take a certain percentage of those losses and not count them as losses, but move them to wounded. So that way they can be healed and be brought back into to combat. And then the final is March Speed, and that increases your march by a certain percentage as well. So there are all the 10 passive skills that you can acquire for your beast. And the beast, once these, you know, even if you don't send your beast out on a march, all of these skills stay active. So just know that as well. You know, if you run out of vigor and you're sending your beast out, or you're not sending your beast out with an attack, but you're still getting these benefits because they're passive. Whereas your active, of course, only go with the beast. So keep that in mind. These all help you as a lord. These all help you grow your castle, keep your troops safer, speed up the processes in a lot of cases, and they really make for some pretty good combat as well. When the beast is on the map and he is at the battle, it opens up a whole nother section of the battle formation and really keeps him doing his own thing. Okay, yes, he's going to get hit by the enemy too, but he's in his own little section, so it does assist you in a lot of other ways other than just these passive skills, because his active skills that he can lay down, you know, can pulverize another enemy if they're high enough. So right now you see I'm at a 9 and 11. Don't forget about those, okay? They're very important, and they will help keep you on the edge of the battle, where if you didn't have a beast at all or very lowly ranked up, especially in the active skills, you know, you're not going to see the benefits like you would if they were leveled up. So remember to get all your stuff from the merchant ship. That's where you can get more control of how quickly you get some. Remember, always do your events, of course, and even your day-to-day stuff in the Alliance. There are Alliance quests every day that, you know, once you donate a certain time or plunder this a certain time or kill this many troops, that you get some of these things from there as well. And of course, you can always spend the gems. But yeah, the beast is a big important person, or beast, on the playing field when it comes to making attacks. So get him leveled up, take use of what he's got to offer, and he'll do you some justice. But that about wraps it up for the beast. I hope this helped you guys, especially the new players out there. And if you guys like the video, smash the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.